What up, world? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Today's reveal is the relic passive unlocks. Wonder what they are? No problem. Let's check it out. We have some new passives being added this time around, which is going to enhance our gameplay by quite a bit, as they will allow us to get deeper into leagues a heck of a lot faster. Starting off with Tier 1, the league's experience multiplier is going to be set to 5 times the normal rate. Items from illegible sources will be 2 times as common. Farming ticks will occur every minute instead of every 5 minutes. Right off the bat, we get a little bit of a farming buff. It looks like farming is getting quite a bit of attention this leagues. This will greatly help out all the people who do not pick any of the farming relics. Minigame points received are boosted by 4. Of course, run energy never drains whilst running. And all clue scrolls will be dropped as stackable clue boxes, and clue steps progressed is saved between the clues. Tier 2 passive is League's XP multipliers is increased from the ×5 to ×8. If you can hold off on any skilling quests until you unlock this tier, which shouldn't really take you that long, you'll receive a nice little bump in your experience when you complete those quests. I recommend not completing any of the combat quests until a later time. Tier 3. Combat experience, including hit points and prayer, has a 2 times multiplier, multiplicative of other modifiers. So we will be sitting on a 16 times multiplier on all of the combat skills. I believe this is around the time that we will have our second region unlocked. And look at this, it's been a later time. If you haven't done any of those combat quests, you should probably get into them now for all of the combat experience. The next multiplier is a couple tiers away, so you might as well get them completed now. The bigger and badder Slayer unlock is unlocked for free. Slayer points are 5 times from tasks, and you aren't required to complete 5 tasks before earning any points. Slayer superior rates are increased to a 1 in 50 chance to appear. Tier 4. Items from illegible sources will be 5 times as common, and minigame points received are boosted by 8. Tier 5. League's experience multiplier is increased from ×8 to ×12. That means you're going to be getting 24 times on all your combat experience. Tier 6. Wait a minute, either Jagus forgot how to count again, or I'm just that tired and we don't have a Tier 6 reveal. But there are a few more days to go, so looks like we're just going to have to wait. Tier 7 is the league's experience multiplier is increased from a ×12 to a ×16. That's going to be 32 times the combat experience. That is insane. We're all going to be sitting around 200 mil before the end of this league. It looks like we're going to have at least 7 relics to unlock. In the last leagues we ended up with 8 tiers, and they could be doing the same thing this time around. I know we'll have a combat relic coming, which is probably going to be one of those utility relics that will complement all the combat styles, like the ones from the previous leagues in the Tier 7 and Tier 8 unlocks. I just don't know if it'll be in that Tier 6 location or at the end of the tier list. We may even get a Tier 8 relic as well. We also have some other changes as the minigame modifier. Marks of Grace, Hallowed Marks, Brimhaven vouchers, and Stardust now benefit from the minigame multiplier. You're going to be getting so many items from your minigames. Drop rate modifier. All the Ornate kits from raids and the Awakener orbs now benefit from the drop rate modifier. That's pretty nice because I want to try out some Awakened Duke. That's going to be really fun to learn. Clue scrolls. Every clue scroll you receive, including geodes, clues in a bottle, and clue nests, will be dropped as a stackable clue. Yeah, I think we kind of noticed that from Tier 1. We also now have the task list for all of the regions released. However, we are only able to view the easy and medium tasks for Misselin, Karamja, and globally. The best part of this is you can start planning your route. I believe we will have a similar point threshold for the relics and regions as we did in the previous leagues, plus or minus a few hundred points. Based on this, we can plan our route, and I feel like we will be around the Tier 3, Tier 4 relic within the first 2 hours of gameplay. Now, I'm not the sweatiest player around the block, but looking at these tasks, I think I can get around 1500 points, or at least up to Tier 3 within the first hour. Of course, that is all depending on how busy the place is, because we're all going to be competing for all of those resources. And let's be real, it's going to be crazy. I'll leave the wiki link for this down in the description below. Drop rates were also released for all of the regions. It's very similar to the previous leagues, just with the added items from the new monsters like the Tormented Demons. If you remember from the beginning, we start off with a 2x multiplier at the tier 1, and then we jump all the way up to a 5x multiplier at tier 4. I'm not sure whether or not the wiki is correct in stating that there will be a ×3 and a ×4 multiplier, as it wasn't really said or shown in this reveal. I personally would take it with a grain of salt and pay more close attention to the tier 2 and the tier 5 multiplier. That is pretty much going to sum it all up. It is crazy late for me, and I have to start planning my route in leagues, as the first few days I will be crazy busy IRL, and I'm only going to get around 1 to 2 hours of playtime. Based off the information from the reveal, have your plans changed at all? Are you planning on using your last league's route, or are you going to be changing it up? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe for more content. It is always appreciated, and I will see you in the next one.